The football world is once again on fire, and the rumor mill is spinning out of control. PSG are back to doing what they do best, shattering records and raising eyebrows across Europe. Reports suggest Nasser Al-Khelaifi has put an unbelievable $230 million offer on the table for Barcelona's teenage sensation, Lamine Yamal. That's right, a world record bid that would eclipse even Neymar's iconic $222 million move in 2017. It feels like history repeating itself, but this time with a new protagonist, the 18-year-old prodigy who's already being hailed as the next great hope for both Barcelona and Spanish football. PSG see him as the face of their next era, the jewel in Luis Enrique's crown, a player capable of carrying the club to Champions League glory. But here's where things get complicated. Yamal's contract with Barcelona runs until 2031, and his buyout clause stands at a jaw-dropping €1 billion. That's not a typo, 1 billion. It's a fortress of a deal, meant to keep sharks like PSG at bay. Yet, as we've seen before, even the strongest fortresses can fall when the right amount of money and persuasion come into play. The Catalan giants find themselves in a moral and financial dilemma. Keep their generational star and protect their future, or cash in and fix their ongoing financial struggles. A $200 to $30 million injection would go a long way towards stabilizing their books, but it would also mean tearing apart the very identity they've been trying to rebuild since Messi's departure. Fans are split down the middle. Some argue that no amount of money can replace a player like Yamal, who embodies the spirit of La Masia, and the club's return to its roots. Others say the club's financial health must come first. After all, talent can be found again, but stability is harder to buy. And looming over it all is the haunting memory of Neymar's exit, which Barcelona never truly recovered from. That sale didn't just shake the transfer market, it changed football forever. Could we be witnessing the same thing all over again? Only this time with Yamal at the center of a modern-day power tug-of-war between Barcelona's pride and PSG's money machine? Meanwhile, across the English Channel, Manchester United's future could also be on the brink of massive change. Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi sports mogul known for organizing mega-boxing events in the Middle East, has sparked a frenzy after hinting that the Red Devils are in the advanced stages of being sold. His cryptic message has reignited speculation about a potential full takeover, despite Sir Jim Ratcliffe's 25% ownership stake through Ineos. Fans remember how last year's Qatari takeover talks collapsed after months of drama, and now, whispers suggest the story might not be over after all. The Glazers' silence is deafening. Manchester United's board hasn't commented, but the club's precarious financial situation is no secret. Missing out on European football has cost them dearly, leaving them with an estimated $100 million deficit. Reports claim that United are even considering a lucrative commercial tour in Saudi Arabia, worth $10 million for just 2 matches, as they scramble to balance the books. It's a far cry from the days when United's name alone commanded power and prestige. And while head coach Ruben Amorim tries to steady the ship on the pitch, off it, the boardroom drama keeps fans guessing whether a new owner could finally bring the glory days back, or plunge the club into another uncertain era of transition. But the drama doesn't end there. Over in Italy, Juventus's rising star Kenan Yildiz has become the hottest name in Europe's transfer market. Manchester United, Arsenal, and Chelsea are reportedly locked in a fierce bidding war for the 20-year-old Turkish sensation. United have allegedly prepared a $90 million offer, desperate to beat their Premier League rivals to his signature. The young midfielder has impressed in Serie A with his technical brilliance, confidence, and flair that reminds fans of a young Paulo Dybala. Juventus, however, are doing everything in their power to keep him, extending his contract until 2030 to protect his value. Still, the writing may be on the wall. Premier League money talks louder than ever, and for Juventus, who are still recovering from their recent financial setbacks, a 9-figure offer could be impossible to refuse. For United, this could be the spark they need to reignite their attack, but it's a risky move when other areas of the squad are in urgent need of reinforcement. If Yildiz joins, it might just be the bold gamble that defines the club's new era under Amorim. Yet with Arsenal and Chelsea offering Champions League football, the allure of Old Trafford may no longer be as strong as it once was. While England and France are consumed with money-fueled transfer sagas, Spain is witnessing a major political shift in football. Barcelona president Joan Laporta has officially announced that the club is withdrawing from the controversial Super League project. His statement was not only an olive branch to UEFA, but also a direct appeal to Real Madrid's Florentino Perez to abandon the breakaway dream once and for all. Laporta emphasized peace, unity, and cooperation with UEFA, signaling that Barca want to return to the European football family. And perhaps unsurprisingly, PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi, once a fierce critic of the Super League, praised the decision. It's ironic, really. Just a few years ago, the Super League looked like an unstoppable revolution that would change football forever. Now, most of its founding members have quietly distanced themselves, leaving Real Madrid as its lone torchbearer. UEFA, once seen as the underdog in this power struggle, now appears to be winning the war. The tide has turned, and with Barcelona's return, the dream of a breakaway league looks increasingly like a relic of the past. Still, Perez is a man known for his persistence. As long as he believes in the project, the Super League will never truly die. It will just wait for the right moment to rise again. And speaking of Real Madrid, they might be cooking up something even bigger than the Super League itself. Reports claim the Spanish giants are plotting a sensational move for Erling Haaland. Yes, you heard that right. Haaland, the Norwegian goal machine at Manchester City, could be Real's next Galactico target. But there's a catch. The deal depends entirely on the future of Vinicius Jr. If Vinicius decides to leave for Saudi Arabia in a potential $250 million move, Real Madrid are expected to redirect those funds straight toward Haaland. Imagine a front line of Haaland and Mbappé under the Bernabeu lights. It would be football's version of a nuclear weapon. However, it's far from straightforward. Haaland recently extended his contract with City until 2034, and the club has no intention of selling him. He's settled, focused, and adored by fans, making any potential move a logistical and financial nightmare. But if there's one club in world football capable of pulling off miracles, it's Real Madrid. Their strategy is clear: sell a superstar to buy a superstar and maintain their place at the top of the football food chain. Vinicius' situation remains tense. Negotiations for his new contract have reportedly hit a snag, and his relationship with the board is said to be strained. For now, he's still the poster boy of Real Madrid's success. But behind the scenes, the possibility of a summer shakeup grows stronger by the day. As we look ahead, the stage is set for one of the wildest transfer windows football has ever seen. From billion-euro buyout clauses to mega sales and mysterious takeovers, the drama is unfolding faster than ever. Football isn't just a game, it's a global soap opera with stakes higher than ever before. So now it's your turn. Should Barcelona hold firm and reject PSG's insane offer for Yamal? Should Manchester United welcome new ownership even if it comes from the Middle East? And could Real Madrid truly create a super team with Mbappé and Haaland leading the line? Let us know your thoughts down below. This debate is far from over. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into football's wildest transfer rumors, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories like this, and make sure you don't miss what's coming next. The beautiful game just got even crazier.